Have you ever heard something so crazy you instantly thought that can't be real? Turns out, some of the strangest things are actually true. From hidden secrets inside your own body to bizarre facts about history, nature, and even space, these truths will challenge everything you think you know. In this video, we're uncovering 10 unbelievable facts that sound fake but are 100% real. Number 10. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. At first glance, this sounds like a joke. After all, strawberries clearly look like berries, and bananas don't. But in botanical terms, things work very differently. A berry is defined by how it develops from a flower. True berries grow from a single ovary and contain seeds inside the fruit. By that definition, bananas qualify as berries. Strawberries, however, form from multiple ovaries, making them aggregate fruits. It's a reminder that nature doesn't follow human intuition. What seems obvious isn't always scientifically accurate. Number 9. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. Octopuses are among the most fascinating creatures in the ocean. One of their most surprising traits is their circulatory system. They have 3 hearts, 2 dedicated to pumping blood through the gills, and 1 responsible for circulating it through the rest of the body. Even more unusual is the color of their blood. Instead of red, it's blue. This happens because their blood uses a copper-based molecule called hemocyanin instead of iron-based hemoglobin. This adaptation allows them to survive in cold, low-oxygen environments deep underwater. In many ways, octopuses feel like creatures from another planet, except they're right here on Earth. Number 8. A lake that turns animals into stone. In Tanzania, there exists a lake so extreme that it can preserve animals in a stone-like state. Lake Natron has highly alkaline water, with a pH level that can reach extreme levels and temperatures that can soar dramatically. When birds or small animals accidentally land in it, the minerals in the water can calcify their bodies over time. The result is eerie, statue-like remains that look as though they've been frozen in time. While it may sound like something out of mythology, it's actually a natural chemical process. Still, the visual effect is haunting and unforgettable. Number 7. There's a jellyfish that can potentially live forever. The idea of immortality has fascinated humans for centuries. Surprisingly, one species of jellyfish has something close to it. The Turritopsis dohrnii jellyfish has the ability to revert back to its juvenile form after reaching maturity. Essentially, it can reset its life cycle instead of dying. This process, known as transdifferentiation, allows the organism to bypass aging under the right conditions. While it doesn't mean the jellyfish is invincible, it does mean it has the potential to live indefinitely. It's one of the closest examples of biological immortality found in nature. Number 6. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. This fact sounds ridiculous at first, like something made up just to confuse people. But surprisingly, it's rooted in real science. Humans and bananas do share a large portion of genetic material, roughly around 60%. Now that doesn't mean you're part fruit or anything close to it. What it actually shows is how all living organisms are built from the same fundamental biological blueprint. Many of the genes we share are responsible for basic cellular functions, things like energy production, cell growth, and replication. These are essential processes that almost all life forms need to survive. Over millions of years, evolution has modified and specialized these shared genes, creating the vast diversity of life we see today. So while the idea sounds funny, it's actually a powerful reminder that life on Earth is deeply connected. At a microscopic level, the differences between species are smaller than we imagine. Number 5. The Eiffel Tower grows taller in summer. The Eiffel Tower might look like a solid, unchanging structure, but in reality, it's constantly responding to its environment. During hot summer days, the iron used in the tower expands due to increased temperatures. This causes the structure to grow slightly taller, sometimes by as much as 15 centimeters. This effect is known as thermal expansion, a basic principle of physics where materials expand when heated and contract when cooled. It doesn't just apply to famous landmarks, it affects everything from bridges and railways to buildings and pipelines. Engineers actually designed structures with this in mind to prevent damage or warping. What makes this fact fascinating is how something so massive and seemingly rigid can still be influenced by something as invisible as heat. Even the most iconic structures in the world aren't as static as they appear. Number 4. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than the pyramids. When we think about ancient history, it often feels like everything happened around the same time. But the timeline of history is far more spread out than most people realize. Cleopatra, one of the most famous figures of ancient Egypt, lived around 30 BC. The Great Pyramid of Giza, however, was built over 2,500 years before her time. That means Cleopatra lived closer to modern events, like the 1969 moon landing, than to the construction of the pyramids themselves. This fact completely shifts our perception of history. It reminds us that even for Cleopatra, the pyramids were already ancient monuments, much like how we view relics from thousands of years ago today. History isn't a single block of time, it's a vast timeline with surprising gaps that change how we understand the past. Number 3. Sharks existed before trees. Sharks are often described as ancient creatures, but their history goes even deeper than most people expect. These predators have been swimming in Earth's oceans for around 400 million years. To put that into perspective, trees, the very foundation of most land ecosystems, didn't appear until about 350 million years ago. That means sharks were already dominating the oceans before the first forests even began to grow on land. It's an incredible thought. While continents shifted, climates changed, and entire species went extinct, sharks managed to survive and adapt through it all. They are living proof of evolution's power and resilience, carrying a history that stretches back to a time when Earth looked completely different from today. Number 2. A day on Venus is longer than its year. Space has a way of completely breaking our understanding of time, and Venus is one of the strangest examples. On Earth, a day is much shorter than a year. But on Venus, things work in reverse. Venus takes about 243 Earth days to complete a single rotation on its axis. That's one full day. However, it only takes about 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun, which means a full year passes faster than a single day. This creates a bizarre reality where if you were standing on Venus, you would technically experience a year passing before the planet completes one full rotation. It challenges everything we think we know about time cycles and planetary motion. Venus truly operates on its own unique schedule. Number 1. You can start a fire using ice. Fire and ice are usually seen as complete opposites. One represents heat, the other cold. But under the right conditions, ice can actually be used to create fire. If you take a clear piece of ice and carefully shape it into a lens, it can focus sunlight into a concentrated point. This focused beam of light generates enough heat to ignite dry materials like leaves or paper, similar to how a magnifying glass works. Of course, this requires very clear ice and precise shaping, so it's not exactly easy. But the science behind it is completely valid. It's a fascinating example of how tools don't always need to follow conventional expectations. Sometimes, the most unlikely materials can produce the most surprising results. And that's the thing, the world isn't just strange, it's way stranger than we're taught to believe. The more you look closer, the more reality starts to feel unreal. So which one shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and if you want to keep discovering facts that sound fake but are 100% real, make sure to like and subscribe.